Hello there fellow lens and camera shackers, my name is Rick Murray and welcome back to another episode of my trip in Japan. Today is going to be a bit of a lazy one as most of my plans are for this afternoon and tonight, as I'm going to be visiting another maid cafe and revisiting Tokyo Skytree, but this time at night. But before we run into that, I decided I would spend most of the morning and day at Akihabara. My plans are to try and find a Tokyo figure from the anime Tokyo Ghoul. Now, I'm not going to show you too much of my Akihabara adventure as you have probably seen quite enough of that from episode 1. Later on today, I am also going to be meeting up with Tim. So let's just roll a really quick montage. So once 3 o'clock came around, we decided to go to the home cafe. This one is a little bit more busy than the first maid cafe that Tim and I went to. But the one thing that surprised me about this is that I was expecting to see nothing but Japanese businessmen, as that's the kind of image we sort of get in the West. But I was surprised to see that there were actually a lot of family members, students, and even kids who had come to this maid cafe and pretty much just have dinner. Again, I wasn't allowed to film inside the maid cafe except my food, but everything was pretty much the same as the first maid cafe that I went to. So once we were done there, we decided to make our way to Tokyo Skytree as the sun was retreating behind the horizon. So once Tim and I got to the top level of Tokyo Skytree, I broke away from him because I wanted to head up to the very top floor of the Skytree and he was going to hang around below. So I pretty much went and got myself a ticket and made my way to the elevator, and to my surprise, there was an Attack on Titan exhibition going on at the very top floor. The one thing that was quite the surprise when I got up to this level is that because we were so high up, I was having like vertigo attacks and stuff. It was really weird, and it really felt like as if the tower was swaying from side to side, when I know it really wasn't. It was just my brain playing tricks on me. And it was kind of interesting because it was so high up, sometimes you'd look out the window and you couldn't see anything because you'd be in the clouds. But however, the one thing that did disappoint me about the whole Attack on Titan exhibition is that it was kind of hard to look out the window when you had the reflection of the lights behind you, and it was also a bit strange to be looking out at this lovely view and then having this battle music from Attack on Titan blasting into your ears, and it was like, okay. Personally, I would have preferred the very cliche like elevator music to listen to. So after spending about an hour up here, I decided to make my way back down to the lower levels where I could catch up with Tim. And we went to a cafe to get ourselves something to drink and just to really sit down and look out over at Tokyo, and the sights that were greeting us there were beyond spectacular, and in my opinion, these were the best sights that I would ever have on my trip and forever will be engraved in my memories. Now, we pretty much stayed up there for as long as we could until they kicked us out because they were closing, and as always, instead of catching public transport home, we decided to walk as our hotels weren't too far away, and the sights on the way home were magnificent. But, just like the previous videos, before I wrap up this one, I thought I would show you guys what I managed to pick up today at both Akihabara and the Maid Cafe. So this was some business card, I think, I got from the Maid Cafe today. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it was the card I got from the Maid Cafe. Yay. And this was kind of like a loyalty card kind of thing. It's like, license of your majesty. And at the back is where they would stamp and stuff like that. And this here is a photo of a maid that I took at the Maid Cafe. Again, they wrote my name in English and then again in Japanese. And over here is the name of the maid that I took the photo with. Now, earlier I went looking for a Tokyo figure, and unfortunately I did not find one at all. The closest thing to Toka from Tokyo Ghoul that I could find was this little keychain, and I'm not gonna lie, it is a pretty adorable keychain. So I'm gonna go on a bit of a hunt later on my trip to see if I can find a Tokyo figure. Anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video and hopefully you're enjoying this series. If you like what you've seen here, don't forget to leave a comment down below, and I shall see you guys next time. See you around.